everyone, it's me, Max's Musings, and
Hi, is Bud.
you actually got it right. That's like amazing
What?
that you got it right. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, oh, I see how it is.
Okay, well, today we will be what are we doing today?
We're gonna talk about um TV shows, but do you want to talk about video games for like a quick sec?
No, we're doing that in the next podcast.
Fine. I just want to say one thing. Why
Okay.
is Link's hair pink in the Link to a Past?
Because of the SNES's limited color sprite
Oh, okay.
thing. I actually have two Super Nintendos near me. I have a Super Famicom and a Super Nintendo. Only Super Nintendo's hooked up though.
And let's continue with the show.
Okay. So, the first show that me and Bud would like to talk about is
Start with one that isn't Steven Universe because that's gonna take up like most of the time.
okay. Well, let's just start with Cartoon Network because Cartoon Network has a lot of shows, and I think we should just talk about them all and see what we think about them. So I'm gonna pull up Cartoon Network's current shows list on Google.
I don't even have to. I want to talk about this one. Have you heard of the new show Mau Mau Heroes of Pure Heart?
I am looking at it on Google, so I'll see it if it's there. So what is it called? Mau Mau?
Heroes of Pure Heart. You could just search up Mau Mau and you'll get the character.
How do you spell it?
Mao.
Oh, okay. I have not heard of this. So how about you describe it to me and the listeners?
So in the first episode, Mau Mau and his friend Badgerclops basically destroy a whole city's like so now they are forced to protect the area because it's part of Mau Mau's code of honor or something like that.
Okay. Okay.
Basically, Mau Mau is a character that has horrible daddy issues.
Ah.
Yeah. I mean, that's we've only seen a couple glimpses of it, but I'm pretty sure in the future, they're gonna talk about it more, like in depth, like most of the daddy issues. Because right now, the only thing is that like his dad hasn't liked him like at all too much.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters, and they get like cool weapons when they were kids.
But he didn't.
Stuff. Yeah, he didn't because he was too young or something. I don't know, or too weak or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm fiddling with toys right now. Um. Well, that sounds plenty interesting enough. So we're just gonna go through their lineup of shows here and talk about them each. So obviously we're going to talk about Steven Universe for the majority of the show, so I'm going to skip that one. So the first one is The Amazing World of Gumball, which I know recently ended. But what did you think about the show while it was running? I know that there's a movie coming out that's going to kind
Wait,
of...
there's a movie coming from it.
Yeah, the last episode is leading into the movie.
Last episode wasn't like leading up to a movie. I think the
It
last
was.
episode was just a normal episode.
Huh?
Last episode was just a normal episode.
No, it wasn't. Dude,
Wait,
look
it
up the last
was.
episode. Look up the last episode.
I mean, it's not the last episode. I mean, it's one of the last story episodes, but the last episode is one with this eyeball dude named But yeah,
Yeah, the Inquisition. Last episode of the show. Season 6, episode 44. The students of Elmore Junior High find their world turned upside down when when the mysterious school superintendent comes to stamp out of their. Basically, the superintendent comes over to the school, who's spoiler alert, actually Rob. And basically, he's trying to turn them into humans so that way they don't get put into the end or whatever.
TV. Yeah, the credits scene.
Anyway, um,
Hmm.
it's not really important, but
Movie.
yeah. So there's a movie coming out that's going to conclude the series. But so what did you think about the show when it was running?
It was a pretty good show, honestly. Also, no, I've seen multiple things. The show ended on a normal episode, and people hate that, but they're happy that they're actually going to make a movie. I'm pretty sure they're
It
going to be
ended on
happy.
the Inquisition, dude.
Last time I checked, it wasn't the Inquisition. I don't remember what episode it was though.
Okay, you can feel free to be wrong on the internet, but you know. So what?
I'm
So
just saying. I'm just saying.
I don't care. What did you think about the show?
I mean, it was a good show.
What did you like about it? I mean, what I liked about it is that they combined cartoons and like a real world.
I
Like the
mean,
back.
I like
Sorry.
the start mostly. Like at the beginning of the show, when characters got hurt, it was like, but I think they're I think that's like one of the first few shows that actually like, other than Adventure Time, that actually shows the character getting like really really hurt.
Well,
Well,
okay, whatever. Yeah. So Gumball really doesn't have that much going for it because it's not really that interesting. I mean, it's a good show. Like whenever it's on, I'll watch it. But there's like, I'll only watch it if it's on. Like I'm not gonna watch it like every episode. It wasn't like ever my favorite. I really like it,
yeah,
but it like it's a good show. But it's like SpongeBob. It's like, oh, it's on, so I'll just watch it. But
basically,
whatever.
to be honest, yeah, I wouldn't actively go out to watch the new episodes.
Yeah. Um. Well, the next episode on the list is uh, Teen. Nope, that show got canceled. Um. I would talk about Teen Titans, but it's not one of. I mean, technically Gumball's over too, so we can talk about Teen Titans if you want. Did you ever watch Teen
No,
Titans?
I like the original.
Well, everybody likes the original.
Obviously, and the new one is just
It's so bad. So, we're not gonna talk about Teen Titans because it's been done
no,
to
that's
death. It's been done. It's been
yeah,
done. So
too
instead,
many.
we're gonna skip over to Teen Titans Go. We're gonna skip Adventure Time because again, it's been done to death. How about Teen Titans Go? Tell me about Teen Titans Go.
Oh, that's the one we were skipping.
No, no, we're skipping Teen Titans because everybody loves that show and there's not really anything to add. Whatever. Do you want to talk
Sometimes goes a
about?
bad show. There's not that much.
Do you want to talk about Teen Titans? Would you like
No,
to?
no, no, it's fine. Whatever. Let's just skip.
Okay. So let's talk about Adventure Time then.
Oh, Adventure Time. That was a really good show. I'm sad that it ended.
Honestly, I think everybody was, but Rebecca Sugar had to move on to Steven Universe, and that show is way better. So
Yeah, I
sorry.
mean, I wish. I mean, I don't disapprove of the Gumball movie, but I think I'd rather have an Adventure Time movie.
Um. So I know what I just said is a very how would you say?
Controversial thing.
Yeah, it's a controversial opinion. A lot of people like Adventure Time more than Steven Universe.
Hmm.
But I have my reasons, which we'll get into when we're talking about Steven Universe for like the rest of the podcast. But the thing that I liked about Adventure Time is that it was like post-apocalyptic, which wasn't even the plan for the show for like the first two seasons. But then like the whole lich thing came into context, and whatever. I like the post-apocalyptic thing because it's just kind of cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I approve.
Yeah, I mean the whole like that it all of ooh is like it is because of nuclear bombs is like pretty hilarious.
No more.
It kind of reminds me of the whole SpongeBob like thing, like the reason that they're all living, breathing, moving fish is
And
because
why it was called. I didn't know. I didn't understand why the Adventure Time's like war was called the Great Mushroom War.
because of
But,
mushroom clouds.
he was about to say that, Max. Thank you.
It's like not that complicated, man.
Dan, because wait, it doesn't talk about mushrooms, though. And I thought I didn't think it would be. I thought there would be a bigger explanation. I didn't think it would be on the nose like that. You know, I thought it'd be
Okay,
more complex.
well, whatever. Not really important. I've said that so many times already. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I'll have to do something. I'll have to stop saying that. Not
Yeah,
important.
so I guess
Oh
we.
my gosh, I just said it again. Jeez. Okay, whatever. So,
Hmm.
Adventure Time is an interesting show. So now we're gonna get into Teen Titans Go, and this is the show that I actually wanted to talk about, aside from Steven Universe. We're obviously gonna go through the rest of these shows.
All
Um,
right, tell me
so
your opinion on this.
okay, so I'm gonna describe to you how this show came to me, how I learned about the show, how I learned to love the show, and how I am affected
So,
by the show. So, I loved watching the Teen Titans when I was growing up. I only watched it very, very rarely because while it was running at best, I was watching it when I was like 3. I was born in 2003, and it got canceled in 2006. So, at best, sorry for touching the microphone, I had like 3 years to watch it. But whatever. It's not really.
mm-hmm. I thought you were going with. I thought you were going somewhere with this.
Well, there I am going somewhere with this. So after the show got canceled, I just kind of forgot about it until in let me see here, when was it? In 2013, when they announced Teen Titans Go. I was super excited because it's like, oh my gosh, they're bringing back Teen Titans! I'm so excited. And so I watched the first few episodes, and I'm like, it's pretty good. But then I keep watching over the next first season, and I realize this isn't Teen Titans at all. This is just crap. And it turns out a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people had that same sentiment. So much so that the show constantly makes fun of it in episodes like Wally T and I forget the one where they're like serious and they turn out to be like the Justice League or something. It's really dumb. They do a lot of stupid crap in that show that just pisses off fans of the original show. Which I have no idea why they do. Like, what idiot at Cartoon Network decided to go, oh, hey, you know those people who liked the original show? Well, fudge them. You know, their opinions don't matter. Everybody hates them. There's no point. Just screw them. And so then they made all those episodes, including Wally T. Some kid wanted to get a Make a Wish thing with his favorite show, which was Teen Titans Go, and so he was in an episode where he was their only fan. That was the whole plot of that episode. That he was their only fan, and if he stopped being their fan, then they would die or something. It was really stupid. But so, that show kind of burned me. I was not a fan of that show.
No one is.
Yeah, honestly.
It's just so god awful.
Yeah, it's not good. Um, do you have any interesting stories with any of the shows we've discussed so far?
So far, nah.
Well, Okay, so these three show hold on, where is regular show on this list? Well,
It's not up there. It's ended, so I don't think it'll be on there anymore.
okay, so um, so I forget when this exactly was. I think it was around 2010. Basically, Cartoon Network's ratings had been falling, like it had dropped significantly because they started shows like Destroy, Build, Destroy, and Hole in the Wall, and some other weird stuff. I don't even. Hold on. Cartoon Network shows live action. Like, let's see these horrible shows. Okay, so there was Incredible Crew, which sucked. Out of Jimmy's Head, which sucked. Dude, What Would Happen? Just awful. The Destroy, Build, Destroy, which was, again, just awful. The High Fructose Adventures of Annoying Orange, that was freaking garbage. So they had, so they had all these horrible shows, that were live action, because they were trying to bring back, any source of ad revenue. And they just were not getting it
Mhm.
until they released, from what I remember, three shows: Regular Show, Adventure Time, and The Amazing World of Gumball. Was really the shows that got the ball rolling. They were the first animated shows that really put Cartoon Network back on the map as being like, this is an awesome show that kind of reminded us what they were in the 90s. And after Cartoon Network really got their brand back, in 2013 they released Steven Universe, which of course was a masterpiece along with those other three shows. Um, I would say especially Gumball and Adventure Time. Regular Show is kind of subjective. I really like it, but I don't know how much other people like it. But I guess it's not really important. But whatever. So, basically, what would happen is Cartoon Network kind of, after releasing all these awesome shows that made them. Stop touching your microphone.
Me?
Yes, there's so much background
I'm not
noise.
touching a video game. I'm not touching my fucking microphone.
Okay, fine, whatever. Not. I just feel like you're touching the microphone. I can hear it, and it's distracting.
It's probably my air vent.
Okay, uh, so then they released Teen Titans Go, which is basically the only show that they had running almost all the time because it was making them so much money until recently, that is, where a lot of audiences have gotten sick of that show from overexposure. So now it only takes up about maybe half to a quarter of the day, which is nice that they're airing it way less because that show isn't really worth
Good at all.
anything. Um, but they also released a bunch of horrible shows. Um, Here, I'll just look them up. Cartoon Network lowest rated shows.
You'd like Mau Mau, Heroes of Pure Heart, but I'm pretty sure you'd enjoy it more than Teen Titans Go. Very much more.
Okay, so they released Unikitty, which was so awful. I'm pretty sure it already got canceled. That's how bad it was. Um,
Yeah.
okay, so here I have a giant list of shows here that have the best to worst ratings. So Teen Titans
Started
Go
on.
is
Wait, no. Don't
Teen
get me
Titan.
started on the Nickelodeon's ripoff of the Unikitty.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. Hold on. Uh, Nickelodeon. Here we go.
It's called like some Rainbow Uni.
Nickelodeon Unikitty ripoff. I saw that and I was like, holy crap! Are you kidding me?
I know. It's not that good. Why did Nickelodeon choose, of all things, to rip off? Why Unikitty?
Yeah, here. Okay, so I don't even know what it's called. Our new show, Rainbow Butterfly something. Here, I found.
Rainbow Butterfly Kitty.
Yeah, Rainbow Butterfly Unicorn Kitty. Literally, it's a ripoff. It looks the same too. It looks so similar. Yeah. So let's look at these shows. So Teen Titans Go is at the top with the highest ratings.
The highest ratings.
Yeah, the highest viewed, like the average total viewers is Teen Titans Go. Technically, Apple and Onion is on top of it, but I have no idea what that is. It's a new series, so yeah, I have no idea what the heck that is. So then you have Teen Titans Go at the top, which is the actual show that I know. Um, so then you have Adventure Time as number three,
Mm-hmm.
which is just weird because they don't even air that show anymore. Um, this is as
It
of
was still good.
2018 though, so Steven Universe is number four, so it's pretty popular. As is The Amazing World of Gumball, number five. Total Drama Rama, which is a show that we haven't gotten to yet, is number six, and
It's not bad, but I do like the original Total Trauma Island and stuff better.
yeah, I mean, it's a baby version of a show which died out in the 90s. Now, a lot of companies have been trying to revive it. I have no idea why. It's so useless. But basically, what they have is they have. You take a popular show, like let's say The Muppets, and then you create a different version of the show. Are we recording? Yes, we are. And you take. And then you just make them babies. And you make the show dumber. And it's so useless. Total Drama Rama has nothing to do with Total Drama except for the fact that it has the same characters and they're younger. That's it. Yeah, it's completely stupid. And I
And
hope.
never in the show, never in the actual show have they ever like stated like they knew each other before the show.
Yeah, they never
It
said that.
doesn't. Makes no sense for them to be in the same kindergarten and not recognize each other.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure it's like a different an alternate universe or something, but it, it it's just dumb anyway. Like I don't
Mm.
understand it. Um, so then you have Unikitty, which we already mentioned, and it's just so awful. There's no point. Don't watch it. I mean, if you want to, you can, I guess. We Bare Bears, which just speaks for
Oh, I
itself.
love that.
That show is really good. OKKO, Let's Be Heroes. Honestly, it's a love or hate
I like
show.
it.
I love it. Not as much
I love
as
it.
to follow it, but it was definitely good. Then you have Craig of the Creek. I don't know anything about the show. I never watched it. Never cared about
It
it.
is a really good show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I don't
Dude,
know anything about it.
I really love this. Okay, I want to say this funny part, but it'll take up time, and I might as well just tell you later.
Just go ahead.
Okay, so there's this one character, Kelsey. All right,
Okay.
get a good review on this restaurant that Craig's brother works at because like they messed up really bad, and this customer got like he poured onto him thanks to Craig
Okay.
and his friends.
Yeah.
To make it right by getting the man to like leave a tip and not leave a bad review and stuff. The man is like being entitled and angry. He opens the door to his car and hits one of the characters, Kelsey, who's, keep in mind, a small child.
Mhm.
Door, and like she's tough. She's like, oh, okay, well, it's nothing at the start, but like she didn't specifically say that, but you can tell that she like doesn't really mind.
Mhm.
But then they milk that, like like since she's a child, would just hit her with his car door. She just pretended to cry to make this guy restaurant,
Okay.
and I think it was a beautiful moment in the show.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just love that moment in the show. It's beautiful.
I see.
Created.
So that's Craig of the Creek, I guess. So then you have Ben 10, 2016, which I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I would definitely not say it's the best. It's there's like no point to it. So it's basically the original concept Ben 10. Basically, he has like this Omnitrix that allows him to turn into aliens or whatever.
Hmm.
So good for him, I guess. and then he has his sister or cousin. I don't really remember, Gwen, and then they're with their uncle or grandpa. I don't
Hmm.
know. So, but whatever. And then they're going around fighting monsters and evil people. That's
I
it.
mean, I remember the original premise, which is the same thing,
Yeah,
but
it's
thought it would be different because it's a reboot.
yeah, Ben 10 except worse than its original.
Yeah, with terrible words jokes.
So then you have Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu, which I used to really like, but it got so weird.
Just really like it, but I don't know if it got weird or anything. I just didn't watch it after a while.
Yeah, I stopped watching it after they were done with after they basically booted the Serpentine and then the original bad guy or whatever got killed the first time.
The problem I have with like binge watch them and like just watch them in one sitting, I just stop watching them at all. So like if I binge watch Craig of the Creek, I'd probably stop watching Craig of the Creek because I mean, be sick of watching it over and over again. And since I'm dumb and start doing that to all the shows, I'm getting more and more shows that I just stop watching, aka Ninjago.
Yeah.
I binged the whole first season. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be able to catch up on this.
So then you have Summer Camp Island. I don't even know what it is.
Oh, it's like this. I mean, it's a show. I mean, it's not bad. It's not good.
It's just kind of there.
I like it, but I think it would be embarrassing to watch in front of other people.
Okay, so then
Well,
there's Oh,
it,
sorry, continue.
okay, Summer Camp Island, Magic Island, where like everything on there talks, right? The girls that are like looking after all these kids for their summer camp are witches, and basically everything on the island is magical and can talk, even the trees and stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
baby. And they encourage that too by having every single character that isn't one of the main characters have one of these like little tiny kid voices.
Mm.
How people, how little kids have lisps?
Yeah.
They like to add those to like thing.
Mhm.
So it's like it's not a bad show, but it would be embarrassing to watch in front of other people, basically.
I see. Okay. So then you have the Powerpuff Girls reboot, which it's so bad. It's so bad. So we're
Yeah,
not even gonna talk about it. It's just
but
it's
that's the
it's the
first episode I
original,
saw.
but way way worse. They completely ruin it with memes and all this weird. Oh, weird. Again, I'll probably censor that. So then you got Justice League Action. It's like a superhero movie, I guess. I don't know what it is. So then you have Clarence. There's like no point. Just I mean, I liked it when it was out. It's okay, I guess. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just kind of again,
Watch it when
it's just kind of
it's like
there.
SpongeBob. It's kind of like SpongeBob. I'd watch it. I'll watch it when it's there. Go out of my way to search up the episodes if I missed one.
Honestly, I'd rather watch anything else than it.
It's pretty gross.
It's pretty just bad. Then you have Mighty Magiswords. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about Mighty Magiswords right now.
It's not bad. I love that one.
I hated it. I'll go first, then you can describe why you liked it. So the whole premise of Mighty Magiswords is there's this guy, and he has a sister who has purple hair for some reason. He's got gray hair, and
Blue.
basically the whole point of the show is they're going on like quests, and then they get out these swords that like so in each episode they pick up a bunch of different swords that they have. Like there's one that's like a dolphin and like one that shoots fire and just so many different swords. And they're
Hmm.
called Magiswords because they're magic swords. You know,
Hmm.
it's like a pun. Um, and they're just going on quests. There's like just no point. It's just like again, it's just there. It doesn't do anything. And it's just
Hmm.
so boring. There's just nothing to be gained from watching the show.
I mean, I like to think that maybe they'll do something in the future with it. Mostly just a bunch of short things. So I like to think that maybe they'll actually come up with something good, like with the story wise.
Yeah.
Watch it's kind of like another one of those SpongeBob things. I'll watch it when it's there, but I'm most likely not gonna look for like every.
So for just about every single one of these shows, I'm not even gonna go into the last ones because I've never seen them or nobody really cares about them. So I've seen it for every single one of these shows that I mentioned. Either me or Bud has seen it, and for the case of most of them, they're pretty crap. Like there's no point in watching them except for, from what I can see, the top five plus We Bare Bears and OKKO.
Hmm.
So that would be, or maybe not Teen Titans Go and Apple and Onion. I've never seen Apple and Onion. Teen Titans Go I have seen, and I would say it's not really worth your time. I would say Adventure Time, even though it's over, so I don't know why it's on this list. Amazing World of Gumball, Steven Universe, and We Bare Bears and OKKO. Those are the good shows on Cartoon Network. Would you agree?
Um, I mean, wait, which ones did you list? I didn't hear all of them. I just saw some.
Adventure Time, Steven Universe, The Amazing World of Gumball, We Bare Bears, and OKKO Let's Be Heroes.
Yeah, those are really good shows. I
Yeah,
think.
those are the best shows on this that I would say. Like, if you're gonna watch any of them, you should watch those.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, and
again,
Clarence. Fucking what was it called?
what?
What was the other one? Craig of the Creek. That you should definitely watch that one. I like that one.
Yeah, I've never seen it, so I don't know. But
I think it's a
if
beautiful.
it's Bud's recommendation. So now we're gonna look at Nickelodeon shows. We're not gonna go through all of them like we did with Cartoon Network. That's just my favorite. Do you like
Next
Cartoon
doesn't
Network the most
deserve
too?
that.
What?
Huh?
Do you like Cartoon Network the most?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely, absolutely.
So for Disney, we're not gonna go through the Disney Channel. It's almost all of it's garbage. So I'm gonna go through the Disney Junior shows, and maybe I'll have Bud go through the Nickelodeon shows.
Mm.
Disney Junior. The only reason I watch it is because my brother watches it all the time.
Hmm.
So currently, the shows that are running are PJ Masks, Puppy Dog Pals. Um, Doc McStuffins technically is running, but I don't watch it. It's not on
I
ever.
hate puppy dogs. I hate puppy dog pals.
Well, we'll talk about them. Doc
No, the
Mc.
one reason. No. The one reason.
Why?
Uh, okay.
No. Hold on. Let me just go through the shows, and then you can talk. We can talk about Puppy Dog Pals all day. So we got PJ Masks, Puppy Dog Pals, Vampirina, Mickey and the Roadster Racers, um, Tots, Gigantosaurus, and I think that's it. Now there are a bunch of other shows that are technically still running. They're never on. They don't do anything, so I don't consider them running. They're in development hell or whatever. So the first one we're going to talk about is PJ Masks. It's a good show. It's about so these are all for little kids. So basically, I would say probably 6 and below. Now there are about half of these shows that are for the older kids, so the like 3 to 5 or 3 to 6 demographic, and then there are shows for the littler kids for the 0 to 3 demographic, right?
Hmm.
So PJ Masks is for the 3 to 6 demographic. It's basically about superheroes, kids who their pajamas give them special powers, and basically they're confronted with a task with one of three usually villains. Romeo, who is like an evil scientist, Night Ninja, who's obvious, and um, Luna Girl, who uses like a magnet. And basically, they're always trying to conquer the world or do whatever. And basically, the PJ Masks have to stop them.
Hmm.
And it's just a really wholesome show that teaches good morals. And it's also really entertaining, even for older audiences like me. I enjoy the show. So I really like it. I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10. It's really good. Actually, probably 8 out of 10. It was really good. So now, Puppy Dog Pals. It's for the younger demographic, so obviously me and Bud are not going to like it as much. And honestly, it's just lazy and boring, and it's so formulaic. Would you agree?
I haven't watched it. The only reason, okay, hear me out. The
Yeah.
only reason I hate the show name, right? Pop Pals.
Pup Dog Pals. Or Puppy Dog Pals.
Name Pop. See, look. Okay, I search up our channel name on YouTube. It gives me Puppy Dog Pals every single time.
Yeah, me too.
That's
And this
why
is
I
going
hate
up
Puppy
on
Dog
that
Pals.
YouTube channel.
I hate Puppy Dog Pals.
So it's really formulaic and boring, and so I'll give you the rundown of the plot. Basically, it's about two dogs. Um, Both of them are pugs. They're puppies, obviously. They're brothers, and then there's a cat who's named Hissy. And basically, they go on adventures trying to make their master or owner or whatever, Bob, happy. That's the whole show. Every single time, it's the exact same thing. Oh, I want blah 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 blah. Hey, bingo! We should go and help Bob do blah 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 blah. We should go get him his medication or whatever is the stupid. It's so boring.
Meh.
It's so bad. So then you have Mickey and the Roadster Racers, which is again for the 0 to 3 demographic. But this one is actually way better. It's not Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which was just so awful. So Mickey and the Roadster Racers is basically about Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, and they race, and that's it. And then there's also this part of the show which I hate, called with the handy helpers, which is about Minnie, Daisy, and Chicoletta. Chicoletta is the most annoying character in existence. I hate her so much. Um, but they're also like they do this job for free. Like you should never do that. Because they're like going out of their way to help out people for free. Like,
It's a bad message.
I mean, I guess it's technically a good message, but like, like your kids are gonna get screwed if they like, oh, I want to be like Minnie and Daisy because they're blah 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 blah. Whatever. It's not horrible, but it's like not that
Not good.
great. Yeah. So then you have this show, and it's about two birds. One is a flamingo, and the other is a penguin. And it's called. I didn't even remember what it was called until I freaking looked it up right now. It's called Tots, and it's about basically like so about the story about how babies are delivered by storks, right?
Obviously, that's how it works.
So in this show, that's how it works instead of like the real way.
Yeah, that's how it works. Storks.
Yeah, storks. So, so oh my gosh, there's a moth on my screen. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go out of here. Freaking moth. Um. Anyway, so it's about instead of it being stork, it's a penguin and a flamingo who have to deliver babies.
Mhm.
But again, it's for the 0 to 3 demographic. It's super formulaic. It's super boring.
Mhm.
And then you have Gigantosaurus, which is actually very similar to Mickey and the Roadster Racers, except it looks so ugly. Like the animation is so awful. Everything is like colored in feces and vomit. Like that's the colors that they decided to go with. And the animation is just gross. So it's just horrible. So there was like just one good show on that I would consider really good on that's currently running on Disney Junior, and that's PJ Masks. Like what were they thinking? But my gripes aside,
Yeah.
it's time to move on to Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
So I was hoping that you can talk about these shows because,
All
like, have you seen
right.
most of the Nickelodeon shows?
After after the first time that SpongeBob ended, I just didn't like any of the other shows, so just stopped watching it. But let's see. I remember there was this old show called Team Umizoomi.
Okay, you can talk about it.
So basically, there was like I think two or three heroes that are like little kids guys, and they were like really really tiny. They were like it was like 3D little model characters in a real life world, basically,
Hmm.
and they were doing that. I mean, it was a good show. It was nice, but like it was weird. It was kind of like one of those gumball scenarios, except the characters are 3D, and there's like all of the show is like real people and mostly about like.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a list of the new shows?
Okay, so everybody knows about SpongeBob. We're not going to talk about it. How about Loud House? The Loud House.
Oh, that's a good show. I like
Yeah,
Loud House.
I really like it too. As
I
far
mean, it's not bad. It really isn't. I mean, all of the shows that Nickelodeon has made, it's one of the top shows, honestly. You know that, like, um,
was Fanboy and Chum Chum one of the top shows ever?
ew.
Yeah, exactly. So don't give me that crap. Um,
House is, well, in my books, the Loud House is one of the top ones, dude.
yeah, it's really good though. Okay, so let's move on. So, SpongeBob and the Loud House. Then you have Henry Danger. Do you want to explain that?
Sorry.
What?
Yeah.
Do you want to explain Henry Danger?
Never heard of it. Sorry.
Never heard of it? Okay, I'm not gonna
That's
explain it.
completely
You guys
different.
can look it up if you want. It's crap. So there's no point. The Thundermans is a show about superheroes, and then you have a guy who happens to have my name, and he is trying to be a supervillain, and he has to
Mm-hmm.
choose between being a superhero and a supervillain. Then you have
Mm-hmm.
Game Shakers, which is just complete garbage. Um, why is it garbage, you might ask? Well, it's pretty simple. Basically, these two teenagers create an app overnight called Brain Squeezers, and it's so good that they become millionaires. And so the whole show is about how they're millionaires or whatever. I really don't know. It's just really boring, and there's just no reason for it to exist.
Really looking to get that.
Um, but yeah, that's really just the Nickelodeon shows. There's like nothing going on. It's so boring. So now it's time to talk about the main event, what we're all here for. Steven Universe. The movie.
The movie. Of course, it's got to be the movie.
So first of all, I'm gonna give the brief synopsis on, because this, I mean, we wanted to make it about TV shows, but we wanted to mainly just talk about how much we liked the movie.
We're gonna play a little game here.
Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah, that.
Yes.
So
Right now, first we're gonna talk about the show, then we're gonna play a little game.
okay, so yeah, so I'll give you guys a brief synopsis. Basically, Steven Universe is about a little kid who he's part of like an alien race called gems, basically like the gems of now, like rubies and sapphires and that kind of crap. Um, except he's also half human, and so he has all the superpowers and stuff of the gems, but he's also like partly a human. And his mom, who was a gem, gave up her physical form to create him. And super spoilers for Steven Universe ahead, but honestly, if you haven't watched the show, you're a total loser.
Obviously.
Yeah. So,
All right.
and also, if you have watched the show but haven't watched the movie, I will give a spoiler alert for that later on in the show. So, do you want to play the game right now?
Go first.
All right. So me and Bud were already playing this earlier in the day, when we were just hanging out, but I don't know what happened. He had to leave or whatever. So now we're gonna play here. So basically, how the game works is because me and him are both super fans of Steven Universe, we're both gonna pick um, a scene from the show. Typically, we want it to be obscure so that the other person can't guess what part of the line is or something. So an example is, what does Yellow Diamond sing about in the episode? It's not the zoo. It's That Will Be All. What does Yellow Diamond sing about? Um, that and the answer would be that Blue Diamond should move on from grieving about Pink Diamond. That's yeah. So should I go first?
Sure.
Okay. So let's start out pretty easy. Um, we are presuming that you're caught up on the show, but just to make sure that any of you who haven't watched the show will go away, what is the true identity of Rose Quartz?
Mhm. True identity of Rose Quartz.
Yes.
Uh,
Dude, Pink Diamond.
I said that.
No, you didn't. You were. Oh my gosh.
Pink Diamond, you didn't say anything. I was like, excuse me? Did you not hear?
You
I
didn't.
thought
I think you, we're cutting out again. My internet is so trash, guys. Actually, it got a lot better though.
yeah.
Anyway, um, I don't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, okay. So now you get to pick one. Again, we're trying to go easy this first round.
Oh, easy. All right. Easy, easy. What's the name of the goat? When you first see the Opal's fusion, I forgot the name of the episode, so I just call it that.
The episode is Giant Woman, and his name is Steven Jr.
Yes.
Okay. So now we're gonna try to get a little bit harder. So, which diamond was introduced first?
I believe it was Yellow Diamond.
That is correct. That is correct!
And that is
Woo!
what
Hmm?
see her. I'm gonna do a bonus here. When you first see her is when Peridot calls her. I think.
Yeah, on the diamond line, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to
But
animate my voice a
there's
bit more because I've been pretty monotone
oh,
this whole
that's not the
podcast
first
so
time
far.
we see it. That's not the first time we see her. I think actually that's the first time we see her pilot. That's when we get our first glimpse of her.
And you get yellow pearl as well.
Yes.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Let's see. What's hard? How many times? Okay, so you every time that freaking Yellow Diamond has to access like some kind of code or something, or some kind of like thing. I don't know. One of her like computer-ish things. Code does Blue Diamond enter every time she uses one of those like screens,
Wait, yellow or blue diamond?
specifically yellow. We saw.
Yellow. So what code does she enter?
Yes.
I have no clue.
This shouldn't
Oh,
be
oh,
hard.
hold on, wait. I remember it. I remember it. It was Voom, 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 voom. Right?
Colors attached to it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I think it was white, pink. Oh. Yellow, blue, yellow.
White, yellow, blue, pink, white.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah.
It goes
Okay.
from top to left to right, and then bottom, and then back to top, which is those colors. Yeah.
Okay, so you got a point for or no, I got a point for beating you, and then you got a point for beating me.
So we're tied.
So, or actually, I didn't know your question, so I lost. Did you know my question?
What was your question?
I don't even remember. You know what? We're not gonna do a scoring system. I can put the score up on the screen
Later, and we can
later.
Google as well.
Yeah, when I, when
All
I'm
right.
when I'm listening to the audio back.
So give me a thing.
All right. Oh my gosh, we already used all of them earlier today. What would you say
Didn't.
is? Hmm, what is Centipedal's real name?
Nephrite.
Yeah. Okay, you got it.
Nice. All right. Let's see. Uh, why is it so? No, never mind. This one, but is wait. Can you hear me still?
I can.
Oh, okay, because Discord isn't telling me if my audio is like going through.
Ah,
Sorry.
let's go.
It usually surrounds my freaking profile with a like talking, but right now it's not doing it, so I'm like confused if I'm actually responding.
Yeah, mine is doing that. Whenever one of us talks, it gets surrounded by like a green line.
Yeah. Oh, mine came back. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So all right. This is gonna be an easy one because I told you one. I think told you it again. But why is it really fitting for? All right. This is gonna be okay. So warning. This is movie territory. Just saying.
Okay. Spoilers for the Steven Universe movie from this point forward. So if you haven't seen it,
All right.
don't watch. But again,
Why is
if you
it
haven't seen it,
fitting
you're a total loser.
for Spinel to be adopted by the Diamonds?
Huh?
Is it fitting adopted?
Okay.
Yeah. Why is it fitting for Spinel to be adopted by the Diamonds?
Okay. Why is it fitting? Well, they created her for Pink, and now that Pink's gone, it's
I've already told you this one though, dude.
what?
We talked about it like immediately after the movie, like the day after.
Oh yeah. It's because she kind of symbolizes Pink now because Pink is gone, and
Oh,
oh, what did I get? What?
Spinels are supposed to be like a type of fake diamond.
Oh yeah, yeah. Very funny.
How could you forget this information?
I don't really remember stuff usually. It's like just not.
I mean, oh shoot. I mean, I talked about it, so I mean,
Why are you typing?
yeah, oh, I wasn't typing. My switch fell on my computer. Okay, continue. It's
Um.
your turn now.
My gosh, I don't remember like any of these. Okay. What causes Pearl's memories to come back? You know what? No, that's too easy. Um. Um. Hmm. Sorry, I'm touching my speaker's cord, and I didn't know that it would make that sound. I'm gonna have to edit this pause down.
All right.
uh, hmm. All right. Well, I don't have one, so guess we're
Come
gonna
on,
just.
just think of one.
I can't. Uh.
Who decides Smoky Quartz's name?
Amethyst.
That is wrong, though.
No, it's amethyst.
Actually, it's decided while they're still fused, so technically, Smoky Quartz decided her own name in her intro.
You know what? Just screw off, man.
Dude, I mean, that one's the easiest one I could have given you, dude.
So okay, so okay, what the heck is vibrating?
Is it on your side or my side?
My side, I think.
Because there's nothing vibrating on my side.
Yeah, there's something vibrating in my room, and I have no idea what it is, and it's really infuriating.
Just try to ignore it.
I've been trying to for the past like hour. I have no
It hasn't been an hour
idea.
yet.
I don't think it has either. Um, yeah. Well, let's just talk about the movie now because this is already getting boring.